we have another situation of R&B artists beefing with each other. Party Next Door claims he's going to make Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, and Jeremiah cry. Oh, boo-hoo! For having his ex in their music videos. So, I'm finna make these niggas cry. So, I'm thinking this is the X right here, right? Now, if you want to listen to the song, go on Apple Music, go wherever you want to go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's definitely the X. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep, yep. So Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, or Jeremiah made the song. The song is featuring Bryson Tiller and Chris Brown. Now, as you have it, the R&B space is pretty egotistic, just like the rap space. If you couldn't believe, that's why you had Jacquees beefing with who the hell Jacquees beefing with Trey Songz. That's why you had Jacquees beefing with Trey Songz. My boy, what up, gang? How you feeling? I ain't gonna lie. See, you gotta watch the niggas that make music about pussy and ass and sex all their life. You gotta watch motherfuckers that do that because you see, at least with the rappers, you get a little bit of diversity. You get a little bit of violence. You get a little bit of you get a little bit of self. You get a little bit of you know conceitedness. Sometimes you may get a sad sob story. Sometimes you may get some random shit, But R&B is just this freaky ass. It's always just sex, kissing, touching, and romantic tension and shit. All this unnecessary shit. So of course, if you a nigga that make music about love, if your bitch get took and if your bitch is in somebody else's music video, so hey, Trey Songz is a freak. I ain't gonna lie. Party Next Door seems like he's choosing violence because he say, "I'm finna make these niggas cry." Now, sometimes when we say certain things, we have to say no Diddy. You know, like why do they have to cry? You ain't gonna beat they ass what's going on? You can say like I bet watch this. Like you couldn't. The fuck. So after this happened, after Party Next Door posted about what he posted about, um, Chris Brown responded. He like nigga, you owe me an apology. Now, going on a read, it says Chris Brown wants a public apology from Party Next Door after the singer called him as well as Bryson Tiller and Jeremiah out on Twitter. Party Next Door took issue with his ex Desma. Desma. Sound like sound like a boss off Elden Ring. Sound like one of the bosses off Elden Ring and shit. The Desma, Lord of Darkness. What the fuck? Making an appearance in the music video for the group's collaboration. Wait on it. I'm finna make these niggas cry. Party Next Door wrote in a one seat, and that's the thing, bro. Y'all always tweet out some tough shit and then delete it. What's the point? What's the point? You first of Bryson, Chris, and Jeremiah, enjoy the nights of your life. Doing videos at 34. That bitch broke. I know 5 R&B singers who broke. God damn. Yo, he came right for the pockets. He didn't explain why he wasn't happy with the move. Now see, that's not your bitch no more. It's not your bitch no more. Later in the night, Brown hopped on X to claim that Party attempted to reach out to him behind the scenes to apologize. See, now I ain't gonna lie, PartyNextDoor, you really going out like a hoe now. PartyNextDoor, you really kind of going out like a hoe, because how are you gonna have an issue regarding your bitch? You take it publicly, right? You make some threats. You make some serious threats. You say you gonna make niggas cry, and then you go behind it. You delete that shit. You go behind the scenes and you text Chris Brown. Hey Chris, I'm sorry. Chris, I'm sorry. Chris, it wasn't supposed to be like that. Chris, I'm really just mad at Jeremiah. Jacquees. Chris, please. I still want that feature, Chris. Ooh. I don't know if PartyNextDoor is still heavily affiliated with Drake, but get away, man. You know, Drake just lost to Kendrick. I don't need you. We don't need you. Chris Brown just swept Quavo, knocked the nigga out the park with the diss tracks. You know, he'll do the same to your bitch ass too. It goes on to say, Chris Brown says, nah, nigga. Niggas speak without thinking sometimes. Then call around to my people trying to retract shit. Nah, nigga. Go on your socials and apologize, or keep that same energy when you see me. And he has a point. If you gonna publicly, like if you gonna go after a motherfucker, if you gonna throw some shots, shade, whatever you want to call it, stand 10 toes firmly. Or if you're going to back out, and if you're going to decide to, fall back on what you say, then have the same energy. Let people know at least. Because now the whole entire world thinks, until Chris Brown says something, it's smoke with all of them. And that you own that with all of them. And so if you publicly apologize, people are still going to think that, while you have people accepting your apology and forgiving you for what you did. But the public don't even know. So they're still under the assumption that you just this motherfucker that getting on everybody's ass and making all these claims and remarks and shit. PartyNextDoor, man, you gotta stop hanging around Drake, bro. You getting a little emotional. You getting a little emotional, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Maybe you need to start doing some, some PG Lang features,